All right. Oh, man. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Why don't you open your mouth at me? What is up, Space Mammoth? Oh. All right. Oh. Yep. Do you want some super worms, bro? I gotta leave the stream shortly, but I'll be back. Well, thank you for stopping by. You want a super worm? Why are you hissing at me? He usually never hisses at me. See, there's a worm right there. You want it? Yeah, you do. Why are you hissing at me? Why are you being pissy? There's more right there. You want it? Oh, is that what? Oh, you realize what's going on now. Now all of a sudden you want them. He was getting all pissy with me a second ago. There we go. Okay, what was going on there? There we go. Say, don't get all pissy at me. He hissed for a second. He never hisses. You want more? Is that what you want? You realize you're getting fed and now you're going to be nice? Who'd ever guessed that you decide to be nice when you were getting food? There we go. You want a couple more? Here. There we go. There we go. You gonna hiss at me now that I'm feeding you? Why would you hiss at the hand that feeds you? That doesn't make much sense. How y'all doing today? It's a topic just came in. Well, we're gonna be going over. I saw someone else doing this, and I had iNaturalist, so I thought it was interesting. We're gonna be going through some of these old iNaturalist posts in the southeast of the United States, and I'm going to be the ones that haven't been identified properly yet, and with reptiles and mostly reptile. I'm not as well versed in the amphibians, but that's the general gist. We're just going to be having some fun. If other stuff comes up, it comes up. I wanted to give my boy here a little snack. There we go. There you go. He was getting a little pissy earlier. Literally, it took him out and he started hissing at me, and he didn't realize I was trying to give him food. That good? He's never bit me or anything. He's usually really chill. But sometimes when I take him out, it's just like, what's going on? He'll just hiss at me for a second. But then as soon as he realizes what's going on, he realizes, his anger subsides. He realizes that I have food, and he decides he wants to eat then. I've been giving him super worms in a hot minute because I had a bunch of crickets in there for him. The cricket's got a lot of places to hide in his terrarium, so I'll dump like 50 of them in there, and he'll spend the next couple days like going after them as they come up. All right, that'll do it, bro. You want to sit on my shoulder? What do you want to do? You want to sit up on my shoulder? You gonna be chill up there, or are you gonna hiss at me? You gonna be chill? Okay, bro. I'd pick tiger over bear as well. Yeah, I would. People think that I said that because I was like, oh, I could take on a tiger more than I could take on a bear. Yeah, they think I meant that I could beat it in a fight. I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with what I'd be able to beat in a fight. It literally has everything to do with how quickly I would die. That's all it has to do with. What's up? Yeah, it literally has nothing else but, or it has nothing to do with what people were thinking it had to do with. And it was like, yeah, I would just rather get it over with quickly. At least a tiger would end me quicker than a bear would. So that's why I made that decision. So we're going to go over and identify a few of these animals in here. Let's see. Categories. Reptiles. Needs ID. Casual. Needs ID. Update search. Alright. And then where should I place? Filter for place. Where should I go? The main herping I do here in East Texas is snakes because I try to save our local water snakes because people are always mistaking plain-bellied and diamondback water snakes for moccasins and other venomous. Yep, the same thing happens here. I think there should be more filters. There we go. Project place. Let's see. Southeast. Wait, oops. Southeast United. Southeast US. Let's see if can I do that? Oh no. Southwestern United States. Southwest US. Southeast conifer savannas. We'll try that. Update search. All right. Let's identify a few of these guys. Marked as reviewed. That is a that is not a garter snake. That's in Tennessee. I believe that is a ribbon snake, but I am not in that area, so I don't get that kind of. That is some sort of ribbon snake. I want to say it's an eastern ribbon snake. NID. Let's see. Eastern ribbon. Yeah, because that's not a garter snake. Eastern ribbon snake. All right. Let's see. Get those likes up. Trying to. How well are you on my shoulder here? Oh yeah, you can see me. You can see me. I know. What? What is your deal? That doesn't feel good. I need to cut your nails. You gonna be pissy with me? You gonna be pissy? You gonna go say hi to everybody? Here. Here, bro. Get up on that shoulder. I can see you a little better. Alright, let's see. That is a scarlet snake. 100% a scarlet snake. You can tell because the bands do not connect on the bottom. Scarlet kings and a coral snake, I mean the pattern's different too, and even just judging by that little bit of the head, that is a scarlet snake right here. That is not a scarlet king snake. Oh, hi, bro. All right, you know what? Before you get really pissy, I'm gonna go put you away because you're all over the place right now. You got your snack. There we go. Hey Nate, how you doing? That is a scarlet snake for sure. Was that in May 2024? That was recent. Okay. Let's see. This one. That is also, yep, that is a scarlet snake. Creed, tiger over bear. Yep. Now where y'all are coming from? You saw that? Looks similar to a milk... Maybe, well, we don't get milk snakes down here. This is in Florida. We don't get milk snakes. We have 3 different tricolored snakes. We have the coral snake, we have the scarlet king snake, and we have the scarlet snake. Also, his little pointy snout right there, like a blunt shovel-shaped snout, that's a beautiful one, too. You can see right here, the bands break up on the bottom here. Scarlet snakes don't have the bands on the bottom, like the scarlet king will. As a scarlet snake, for sure. Alright. That is a garter snake. And I guess you could call that a common garter. Maybe that, but where it's at, it would probably be an eastern garter. Eastern garter snake. Yeah. Let's see where it shows on the eastern with the pictures. It just depends on where they're found, what the colors are, but because of where it's at, I'm going to go with the eastern garter. Let's see. Again, another scarlet, and this is the same person. That's a scarlet snake. All right. This is a scarlet king snake? No, would that be a milk snake? That is in Mississippi. A space mammoth. I think that's a milk snake. I'm pretty sure that would be a milk snake because of the colorations on the head. That's in Mississippi. You're getting into weird ranges. So a scarlet king snake, here's a picture of the head will be, see, look, so a scarlet king snake will have the black on the head with the red nose, which is fine, which this other one does have, but it's broken up right there. So if we looked up eastern milk snake, the eastern milk snake, let's see what this coloration is. Yeah, look at that. So it's broken up right here, where it's got the broken up red face. No, it's got the white nose on it. So would that be just that phase of Scarlet King? Let's see. Is there a better showing of the... It's got the M on the back of the head, and that's just straight up. Are they all like that? Eastern milk snake. So I'm on iNaturalist, and the goal today... See, some of these look very... The goal today is we're just going through some of these ones that are described but not identified completely, and trying to identify which one is which. So you can see that even... I don't know. Because this one right here, like some of these guys, it depends on their patterns. So the face pattern, like even on this one right here, they got, that one has like a red face, and that's in Mississippi. It's got the red face broken up black, but some of these guys have some of that broken up in the face. Well, if you look at Scarlet King Snake, Mississippi. Yeah, even these, they don't have the light in the front there. Like it's still super dark. Yeah, because it's like it's definitely broken up. You got the yellow behind the head ish, but it's got the black and then the red in the front. It's not. The milk snake will have them broken up, but the king snake, that one though. But it's just got a straight up red front with the black behind it. And this right here, right? What is the belly though? There's no way the belly. I don't know. It's a Scarlet King. That's the Eastern Milk right there. It's got those broken up blotches too. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. I want to say based off of that head. It's that black right there. It's really kind of broken up. It looks to me. What do you guys think? There's a tornado outside your house? That's not good. See, the Scarlet King snake has more pointed face than the milk snake. Okay. So if we look at Scarlet King versus milk snake, the face. Louisiana milk versus a Scarlet King. So the Scarlet King has a pointier nose than the milk. That's kind of blunt. I'm going to go with Eastern Milk on that. Milk snake. I think it's an Eastern Milk snake. Let's see, what is the Eastern Milk snake's range? Eastern milk snake range. They go through. They go right past there. There's a tornado outside your house. Are you all right, man? That is like right in the southern portion of that range right there. I'm going to say that's Eastern Milk. Alright, next one. That looks like a black racer. But I only get the tip of the tail. But because of the scalation and everything, I'm going to say it's a black racer probably. Black racer. Are you alright, man? You said there's a tornado outside your house. Is it still there? Alright, that is definitely a North American racer. I agree with that. It's definitely Eastern Milk. Are you okay? You haven't answered about the friggin' tornado. That's a big deal. That is a... Oh, that's easy long gone. But... I don't know. I don't see the stripes. Could be either or with the mud turtle. I don't know. I don't really know too much about turtles, but I don't see the stripes or coloration. But I do see mud turtle. So, mud turtle. That's what I'm going to guess on that. Nah, not going to guess on that. It's hard to tell with that dead one. I'm good. It's moved down the street. Jesus, man. Southern ringneck. Yep. Definitely. I'm definitely not going to see a thylacine in Austin, Texas. Probably not. I'm not Biden. Probably lives in Nebraska. Tornado is just an average Tuesday in May. I mean, we get a lot more tornadoes here in Florida than people realize. They're just not big tornadoes. We get a ton of them, but they're just nowhere near as much as they'll get out west. Or like, tornado. I've heard that Tornado Alley is moving farther east now. Like it's like Tennessee, and part of the panhandle of Florida is part of it now. But we get them a lot. They're just not strong. And we get a lot of water spouts. That is an eastern glass lizard. Agree with that. 100% eastern glass lizard. You're in Ontario. In the bathroom watching stream. My Wi-Fi doesn't go out. Well, you are brave. Yes, that is a loggerhead musk turtle. You can tell that by the way it is. The big old head on that thing. That's what I was thinking the other one is a loggerhead musk turtle. But it's kind of hard to tell without the rest of the body there. Yeah, a lot of water spouts in Florida. Let's see. This one they said southern black racer, but there's no way to tell. Alright, peninsular cooter. I don't know as much about turtles and the nuances between them. That is definitely a southern black racer. Okay, let's see. Gopher tortoise. Yep. I live in northern Ontario. We get tornadoes, but nobody sees them because no one is around. Nice. Yeah, I got a ton of these by me too. That's gopher tortoise. Southern banded water snake. It's definitely a water snake of some type. It's a very dark one. I mean, banded. Yeah, that's a banded water snake. That's one of the darkest banded water snakes I've ever seen. That is a Florida cottonmouth for sure. You see how tall this head is without even trying? You can definitely look at the markings and see like the A with the little squigglies in it. It's not just bands. It's shaped like almost like an 8. Like you can imagine the 8. What's up, man? We're going over identifying stuff on iNaturalist. They are thick, but that's a little guy. You can see how tall its head is. It's got the Zorro mask, but its head is a big triangle without trying. Then when you go back to this one, which is a water snake, which people confuse them, the color on this one's very dark, so you can't really go off the pattern. But you can see that head, it's shaped a lot like a regular colubrid head. It's not doing anything to its head besides its normal shape, and it's nowhere near as triangular as that cottonmouth's head was. Alright, let's see. Southern banded water snake. This is another really dark one, but you can see, again, that is a water snake right there. It's a little flatter than the previous one, but it's still, the head is so much smaller. It's not as big and blocky and bulky, and this is I guess the ones up in this part of Florida are very dark compared to southern parts, because the other parts will have a lot more, it'll be super easy to tell based off the pattern as well. I'm not big, I think that's probably a cooter, but I'm not big on turtles, so I'm not sure. Alright, again, another one, the same guy. That's definitely still the banded water snake for sure. It might be the same snake at just different angle. Well, that one's kind of skinny, so it's kind of hard to tell. Alright, let's see. This is a scarlet snake. So it's got the red head or red face, but it's kind of pointed. The bands don't go all the way across. That's definitely a scarlet snake right there. Alright, brown anole. Yep, that's a brown anole. Invasive, and we got them all over Florida. All over Florida. Let's see, a broad-headed skink. Yes, that's what that is. When they're younger, they look like blue tails. And they get bigger, they get the big red head. That's a smaller one, though. Might be a female. Probably is a female. Alright, let's see. Southern banded water snake. Another one in the same spot. Very dark, but you can kind of see the banded colorations on it. And this one, see how this one's flattening its head out, trying to look more triangular, but it flattens out. It flattens out a lot rather than just being tall in and of itself. It's purposefully making its head look that big. It's trying to make its head look that big. Definitely a water snake, not a moccasin. Toothy skink. That... I don't know the difference between the skinks, to be quite honest with you. I'm not going to try that one. That looks like a... That is not a racer. It's kind of hard to... I think that's a moccasin. It's definitely not a racer. You can see the patterns on it, and the racers don't have these patterns on the belly. That looks like a moccasin to me. But that's all the way up in Philly. I am not 100% sure. It's kind of hard to tell with that one. But to me, that looks like a moccasin. Controversial opinion, turtles are better than snakes. Maybe you might think so. That's a... Dude, again, smashed in the road. It's hard to tell. Toothy skinks. These look like broadheads right here. Yeah, that's a broadhead. All I know is it's dead. Yeah, exactly. Alright, next one. Let's see. No picture. That doesn't help. That's a loggerhead musk turtle. Loggerhead musk turtle. There's a few of them. They caught them in a net. Alright. I don't know much about turtles. Not going to do that. Clubridae snake. I don't know what that is. It's just the skin. That is a little baby musk turtle, but I am not as good with the turtles. See, this is a scarlet. That's a scarlet snake. The bands don't go all the way across. A scarlet king snake will have the bands that go all the way across. It's just kind of, the black muddles out before it even makes that loop. That's a pretty one, but that is a scarlet snake. Alright. Let's see, what is this? Okay, here we go. Some of the bands. So see how the bands on these guys... Hey, how you doing, Green Ranger? See how the bands are just like stripes? There's nothing in them. They're not like A-shaped, and they don't have anything in the middle. It's just stripes going all the way down. Again, that head is nowhere near as big. Even though it has that kind of Zorro-looking mask, its head is not as tall as it needs to be. Damn, there are at Elon Musk turtles. Yes. Yes, there are. I agree with him. That is a banded water snake. Common 5. I believe that would be a... Yeah, that's a 5 line right there. You see how... Their heads are a lot skinnier, not as orange as those broadheads. This, see right here, big thick head, orange on it, that is a broadhead. For sure. I don't know much about turtles. No turtles. Eastern rat snake. And that is what that is. They just call them all Eastern rat snakes now, technically. So by this, I have to go with the Eastern rat snakes, and where it is at is definitely Eastern. What's up, DNA? Explain the Cape Cobra. What do you want me to explain about the Cape Cobra? They bite a lot of people, I think. And they're beautiful. Aren't they the ones that are red? That is a Southern Black Racer. Being in Florida, that is a southern black racer. Yep. A lot of people mistake banded water snakes for moccasins. Yep. That is a brown anole. We got them all over, and this guy is not too far away from me in Tarpon Springs. Again, another brown anole. Mud turtle. Yeah, that's a mud turtle. Colubrid snakes. That is a black... no, that is a rat snake. That is an eastern gray rat snake complex. I mean, that's just a black rat snake. But they're calling an eastern gray complex. That's... Oh, no, they don't... That is just a black rat snake. Eastern black rat. Wait. Can I just do black rat snake? Oh, they just put it all together, so I'm just gonna say, yeah, that's gonna be a black rat. Don't lots of people kill moccasins? Yeah, people kill moccasins like crazy. Common 5-line skink. Agree. That's easy enough. Green iguana. Ooh, here's an iguana. That is definitely an iguana. You can't really mistake that. River Cooter. Okay, let's see. Is this a black racer? That is a black racer. But that is, I guess that would be northern. I don't know the extent of the range on that. Common 5-line. No, that is a broadhead. Broadhead skink. These gray rat snakes have such a complex. They do. I'm watching my little gecko friends catch mosquitoes. Nice. That is in Tennessee. That would almost be a western rat snake. I believe that would that be, what is the western rat snake's range? Western rat snake range. That, because that's got a little bit of weirdness to it. Let's see. Inland taipan, is it venomous? Yes, it is very, very toxic. That's right. Oh, so you have to cross the Mississippi River, area of uncertainty. So that would be a gray rat. I get, man, they're so weird with these differences. So that'd be a central. I guess that would be a central rat snake. I'm just gonna say North American because I don't know that it's right on that line where it's like could be. It's almost near the river. Common water snake. Can't tell by that shed. Right. Brown anole. Yes. Agreed there. We have skanks in our town. You can usually find them at Walmart and McDonald's. Yep. It's true. Southern 5-line skink. Or southeastern. Sure. We'll go with that. They got so many different little variants here. Toothy. That is a broadhead. Head. Skink. Are you gonna add? Bro? Are you gonna add, bro? Broadheads. It's not gonna add, whatever. Alright. Queen snake. Near Nashville. Is my computer just gonna be dumb and not let me... Oh. I can't zoom in on that. I mean, from where that is, I mean, it looks like a... We don't have queen snakes here. Not as familiar with them. Alright, let's see. Broadhead, broadhead. Let's see. That is a cottonmouth. You can see how big and bulky that head is without them trying to. Are those with the blue-tailed skinks around us? Yeah, we have blue tails and we have broadheads. Yeah, I guess you can call that Florida northern, whatever. That is a cottonmouth. A lot of turtles. Alright, let's see. King snakes and milk snakes. Let's see. That is a goinii. That's a king snake. And where he's fine, I believe that would be considered a Apalachicola king snake, which is goinii, I think. Apalachicola king snake. Goin. I guess that would be considered. Is that Apalachicola? How do you spell Apalachicola? Apalachicola. Oh, Apalachicola king snake. How did you learn so much about reptiles? Just self-taught? Yep, self-taught. See how these Apalachicola kings have the spots all over them? These ones are a little light. They're a little lighter than the ones in that picture, but they got the spots all over them. Yeah, no, they got the spots all over them. I guess that's just the eastern king snake. I'll go with that. I mean, people are saying king snakes and milk snakes, but that's... Am I not able to... There we go. Yeah, I just like reptiles. That is an eastern glass lizard right there. Agreed with that. Alright, let's see. Tired of skinks. Plain-bellied water snake. And where they're at. Yeah, that's a plain-bellied water snake. King snakes and milk snakes. Here's another. That is in Tennessee. Eastern king snake. All right. Let's see what else. Where is this? This is in Georgia. Yep, that's a rat snake. Eastern gray rat complex. I'll agree with that. You can get super fine in the details with that stuff. Common box turtle. I don't know the difference between the exact species of box turtle, so I'm going to disagree with box turtle because it is a box turtle. I just don't know what exact one it is. All right, let's see. Oh, that's just a shed. Who knows? Water snakes. Let's see. That is definitely a water snake. What kind it is? That's in Louisiana. I don't know what kind. They branch off into a bunch of different species. It is a water snake. I just don't know what kind of water snake it is. My dad had a lot of mud snakes with red bellies at his old place, 98. Yeah, I found a couple of them. They're beautiful. I love mud snakes. Let's see, box turtle, that's fine. Pond sliders, lizard, tooth skink, brown anole. Yep, that's a brown anole. Alright, let's see. Banded water snake. This is... I don't know what the range of banded water snakes are. That's the only problem with that. I can definitely tell you in Florida. Yep, that is... Yeah, that's an eastern fence lizard. It doesn't have the brown, like straight up brown line on the side. That would make it a scrub lizard. They were pretty, but you'd rarely see them. Yeah, There's a lot of them. They're not like rare. Hey, Alex. They're not rare by any means, but the thing about the mud snakes is that they live in the water most of the time. They're aquatic, and so for them to be like out where you normally would see them, the conditions have to be perfect for them to like cross roads and stuff. And it either has to be raining a lot or like cool enough, and it's just they very rarely cross roads. North American Racer. Yep, that is a Southern Black Racer. Black. Southern Black Racer. Okay. Yep, another Eastern Fence Lizard. Agree with that. Oh. There's another, so it would be a Speckled King up there. That's beautiful. Speckled King Snake. Yep, I agree with that. What about the Vine Snake from Africa? You've never mentioned it. I'll take a look at them. I mean, there's a lot of vine snakes. I can't really tell what kind of water snake that is by this. Rainy weather, when you would see them. Yep, you normally see them in the rainy weather. I'll take a look at that African vine snakes. There's just a lot of animals out there. I have not covered them all. Yep, that is an Eastern Glass Lizard. That is correct. Colubrid snakes. Let's see what this guy is. It's kind of hard to tell because of... That's a Black Racer. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. It would be better if the rays weren't sucking, but that's the snake I saw on my property, but it was a creamy color with black spots. This right here? Or are you talking about the king snake? Are you talking about this guy right here? The king snake? Or are you talking about a racer? It's the name of the website you're on. This is iNaturalist. It's an app. And you can also on the website. Do you ever go out and capture and kill invasive species? No, I mean I go out and catch them. I don't go out and just kill them though. That could be a gopher tortoise burrow, but a lot of things burrow, so it's kind of hard to tell. Not the king. Oh, the racer. Creamy color, huh? Ground skink. Yep, that is a ground skink. Call them little brown skinks, but creamy color with white spots. Really? I'd like to see that. I mean, I know you probably can't get it now, but I'd love to see that. This is not a garter snake. That is a... That is a ribbon snake. That is a ribbon snake. It's too skinny to be a garter snake. Capture and or kill. I don't like killing animals either. Yeah, I go out. I've done it a few times. That is a ribbon snake. Oh. In Florida like that? Actually, you know what? That is a garter snake. That's where it's at in Florida. That's not too far away from me. That's a small or garter, but our ribbons don't have the stripe down the back like that. I was in beak spitting cobra. I'll definitely have to look into... I mean, I've looked at them a bit. That is the Eastern Glass Lizard. Let's see. Don't know what that is. Just mud prints. Southern Black Racer. Agree. Smooth Earth Snake. We don't have them here, but I know what that is, and unfortunately it looked like he was hit by a car. The one snake can easily identify. it's just it's one of those things where like you also have to look at the range, and in Florida our ribbon snakes don't have that stripe down the back. I'm having a hard time. I think that's a garter snake right here, or what's left of one. It's kind of hard to tell without the rest of it. Let's see. That is a rat snake. I agree with the complex, whatever it is. Southern banded water snake. Yep, that's a southern banded water snake. Smashed it in the road. Yeah, I love snakes too. Eastern rat snake. Yep, that's an eastern rat snake. But the complex, I'm going to agree with that. Black king snake. Definitely a king snake. Go with the black. Let's see. Colubrid snakes. Kind of, well, it's not really helping. It looks like a rat snake based on the pattern, but it's kind of hard to tell. I can't really tell from this angle. I'm not good with counting the scalations. Let's see. Yep, that is a, well, that's not an eastern, I don't think. Not with the stripes on the face like that. Or without the stripes on the face. Let's see. Glass lizards, South Carolina. That might be an island or a slender. The slenders, they don't have the stripes. See how the easterns will have the stripes like that? But the slenders don't. But they only have this. Okay, let's see. I guess that is an eastern. It's just a weird looking one. That is it doesn't have the stripes on the back. Looking at the snake online, I found a Florida king snake, but it had white as opposed to black. It'd be hard. It's hard for me to tell unless I was able to show you pictures, or you could show me pictures. That'd be the only way I could really tell for sure. Bunch of skinks, bunch of skinks, bunch of skinks. Skinks. Turtles. Okay. Gecko. Let's see what kind of gecko that is. It just looks like a house gecko, but it's kind of hard to tell from that far away. That is an eastern fence lizard. Eastern fence lizard. Nice. Tropical house gecko. Yep. Some sort of tropical. I never got pictures. It's screwed away in the brush pile. Gotcha. Yeah, it's hard for me to give you an exact answer because I can't really think of anything on the top of my head. Lizard. Let's see. This is that is an agama. Peter's rocket gamma. That's a female. Yep. Water snakes. Yeah, banded Florida water snake. Banded water snake right there. Cool. Let's see. Do they hang out on fences? That is a North American racer. They tend to stay away from people, surprisingly enough. At least here in Florida they do. That is a copperhead. Agreed on that. Eastern rat snake. Yep. Let's see. Brown anole. Yep. Let's see if I can get anything that's further down south in Florida. Let's see. Florida. All right, here we go. That is a cottonmouth. Let's see, house gecko, eastern fence lizard. Yep, that's an eastern fence lizard. Softshell turtle, softshell turtle. Copperheads are pretty. Brown anole. Yep, that is a brown anole. Western diamondback rattlesnake. No, that is an eastern diamondback rattlesnake. That's a pretty one down in the Everglades. Look at that. Northern curly-tail lizard. I believe that is... Yeah, I mean, it's a curly tail. For sure. Eastern fence lizard. That is what that is. Eastern fence lizard. Yep. What are common in urban areas? Iguanas? No, not unless you go further south. They're not common here, but the brown anoles are very common. Yep, that's a southern black racer. You basically have to go south of Tampa to find them. Yep, that's a Peter's rocket gamma. These guys are common too down south. They get pretty big. They get like 1.5 feet long. Typical iguana. Yep, that's a green iguana. Again, you have to go to South Florida for that. Green iguana. We get these guys too, curly tails, but that's a little bit further south. What type you want as the pet dog? What's the top 5 snakes you want as the pet dog? What? What's the top 5 snakes I want? Yep, that's a brown anole. I want, what are they called? Cribos, indigo snakes. I want some indigo snakes for sure. I already agreed on that. What are the green lizards in Miami that get around 6 to 9 inches? Those are the night anoles. Those are night anoles. That is a green iguana. Another brown anole. We got these guys all over the place. They're invasive, but these guys are everywhere. That's a veiled chameleon right here. And we get veiled chameleons as well. Spiny tail iguana. Yep. Black spiny tail iguana. We get these guys too. Let's see. So if I go back to the iguana part, you can see on the map here where, I mean, you can get them in like random people's pets and stuff. They're starting to make their way to Tampa, but for the most part, they're along the southern coasts. Pretty aggressive. Yeah, they can be for sure. House gecko. Let's see. All right. Bark anole. Oh yes. And this is another type of anole. They got just different patterns to them. They don't get as big. When the farther south you go, you'll start seeing these guys. That is a bark anole. Have you seen the water snake eating something? Yeah, I've seen them eating fish. Yep, brown anole. That is a brown anole for sure. Brown anole, yep. Let's see, more brown anoles. That's one. Bark anole. Kind of can't tell from that far away. It's illegal in Florida to capture and keep Burmese pythons, right? Does that apply to other invasive? Yeah, it applies to anything that is like illegal to own as pets. You're not allowed to have them in your possession unless you have permits. Cooters. Eastern glass lizard, that is definitely what that is. I'm actually learning so much about reptiles. Good, I'm glad. Let's see, sea turtle. It looks like a green sea turtle, but it's not as good with the turtle identification, so I'm not even going to attempt that. Smush snake. Oh, amoeba. Yep, that is a green amoeba right there. I know it's hard to tell, but you can tell by the green back and the size of it. Yeah, it's a green amoeba. They're like tegus, but they don't get as big. I guess they call them giant amoebas. Okay. So I would... like, this is what they look like up close, right here. Did you see the big FWC culling where they killed someone's bow? Yeah, I went to the meeting right after that. I've caught these guys before. I have a video of me catching them. But yeah, I went to the meeting in Miami right after that and spoke. And there was some fuckery going on there, I'll tell you that much. Let's see. Plubrid snake. Shed. I don't know the shed. Can I get a green iguana here in London? I don't know what the laws are in London. Looks fake. Which part looks fake? Spiny tail iguana. Yep, that is a spiny tail iguana. They're moving farther north. Too bad there's so many invasives and not that much natives. Giant whiptail. Ooh. Yeah, it looks kind of like an amoeba, but doesn't have the green on the back. There's a lot with that FWC. Yep. This is very true. Giant amoeba. Yep, here's another one. They're fast. They're super fast. They have too much power. Yeah, they do they just make up laws as they go. Which I didn't think you were supposed to be able to do. That is an eastern glass lizard. Alright, let's see. Another eastern glass lizard. Unfortunately, smushed in the road. Let's see. Six-lined race runner. These are our native whiptail species. They're related to tegus. Worst part is a lot of these photos are of invasive species. The photographer should have removed them. There's so many of them. There's so many of them that there's really nothing you can do, honestly, at this point. That is a banded water snake. Yeah, Florida water snake. I know they're called Florida water snakes as well if they're in Florida. Ooh, that is a sand skink. Look at that. Their legs are so tiny you can't even see them here. That's a type of skink. They're very rare. That's cool. Florida water snake. I can't fucking tell with that. Eastern glass lizard. Yes, sirree. That is what that is. Florida sand skink. I was a king cobra. I'll be loving the menu. True. See, any snakes? No snakes. Where are my snakes? Florida water snake. Yep, that is what that is. Alright, let's see. Eastern fence lizard. The fence lizards will have that beautiful belly to them, but it's kind of hard to tell because it's probably an eastern fence lizard, but we also have a scrub lizard which has different markings. Yeah, I've heard the argument Floridians should just accept the invasive species and not waste time and resources trying to remove them because the environment is inevitably going to change. Yeah, I'm close to that. There's really nothing we can do at this point, and all they're going to do is just start making laws that don't make any sense. That is a corn snake. Corn snake. Again, another eastern fence lizard, but it doesn't have the side showing, so it's kind of hard to tell. I'm off to bed. Late last night. I was out way too late last night. Well, good night. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not going to be on too much longer. I'm tired as well. Yep, that is a black spiny-tailed iguana. Let's see, eastern glass lizard. That's what that is. Yep. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by again. Let's see, that is an eastern rat snake, or a yellow rat snake is what you would call it, but they don't technically go by that name. Green anole. It could be, but it would be nice if you like had a better picture. Underbelly isn't really helping me. Let's see, spiny lizard. That is an eastern fence lizard right there. Fence lizard. Where are the snakes? How can you tell if it's an indigo snake? By the way it looks. Now there's a few, the head, the scalation, there's a few telltale signs. Ooh, that, there was a snake up there I need to identify. Pit viper. This is not an eastern diamondback rattlesnake. That is a pygmy rattlesnake. Somebody got it right here. Agree, that is a pygmy. So eastern indigo snake. So see the giant scales on the indigo. Their scales are so big and bold. The ones we have in Florida have, they also call them red chin racers. They have that bright red face on the underbelly. Their scales are just huge. You can see it from a distance. They're also big and robust, and they have a shine to them. And even if they're actually like a black in color, not blue, but they're so dark, and the shimmer, the iridescence on them comes off as an indigo. That's where they get their name. It's like a purplish. All right. Any snakes? Copyright media removed. Well, that's not good. Bunch of turtles, bunch of turtles, bunch of turtles, spiny lizards. This would be that. No, that is just the eastern fence lizard. So see how this guy right here, he has a little bit of a brown marking, but the scrub lizards, I've been talking about them, but this is an actual picture. See how the scrub lizards have that brown line down the side of them. They look very similar, but they have a different, they have that bold brown line down the side of them, like this right here. And they don't have as, that line down the side is what differentiates them. And that has a little bit, but it's got, that's an eastern fence lizard. You find them in a lot of the same places, though. Let's see, that is an eastern glass lizard. Let's see. Water snakes. What is that? Show me the top. Yo, that is a... That's got to be a salt marsh snake right there. That's what that is. That's a... Yep. Oh, mangrove salt marsh. Someone did say it. So mangrove salt marsh are banded water snakes that live in the brackish water. Yeah, and yep, that's a mangrove salt marsh snake. Agreed. And some of them will be orange. Let's see if they give me one of the orange ones as a picture. Yep, see how like orange they can be? That's one of the ways you can tell. Or they got the black right there. There's like a few differences, but they're banded water snakes with a different coloration. They live in salty or brackish water. They're beautiful. I would love to have a tank with a few of those, for sure. Let's see, king snake. That is a Brooks king, but that is somebody's pet, so I'm not going to guess on that. Again, looks like someone else's pet. Don't care about the pets. Florida sand skink. Yep, that's where the trails they dig. Let's see. Gray rat. Oh. That is a very... That is a very light rat snake. Jeez, that is one of the lightest rat snakes I've ever seen. I thought it was a mole king for a second. Yeah, that's a gray rat though. Yep, another rat snake. Can't really tell with that. The skins, I can't stand it when people do the skins. Yeah, that's just one of the lightest rat snakes I've ever seen. Eastern rat, I mean, again with these freaking skins. Give me something good. Let's get tropical house gecko, common leopard gecko in somebody's house. Why would anyone guess on that? Madagascar giant day gecko, somebody's pets. These people with their pets. I don't want to look at people's pets. What's the difference between newts, lizards, and salamanders? I know the difference. Why are they so different? Well, newts and salamanders are amphibians. They're closely related to frogs. Lizards are reptiles. That is a timber rattlesnake, or because that's where it was found, that would be considered a canebrake. But do they do? I'm just going to say timber because they're the same thing. Jungle runner. Because that might be, I just can't tell from that picture if they don't know the species of their own pets. Yeah. Oh, here's a night anole that he was talking about earlier. They just got big blocky heads. Oh, that's someone's pet though. Didn't realize it was in a cage. Again, more stuff in tanks. Peter's rocket gamma. No, that's a curly tail lizard without its tail. And then, well, that one looks rough. Curly tail lizard. It just doesn't have its tail. Alright, we'll do one more page. Brown anole, that poor dead brown anole. That's what that is though, but Kloop. Looks like a dead black racer, but can't really tell. Eastern glass lizard, yep. Let's go. Eastern glass lizard. That's what that is. Alright guys, I'm gonna nod off for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't checked out the Discord yet, the link for that is in the description below. I really appreciate it. If you want to check that out, if you want to have some fun, if you want to have conversations and keep the convo going, and pictures and memes and all that good fun stuff, go check that out. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.